Welcome to Cryptogenics.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our special Thursday evening live KGX presentation. My name is Brandon Ivey. I'm a pinnacle leader with KGX out of Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. There's so many other places you can be, but you're here to hear about information that, if you choose to take advantage of it, will change your life. And I don't say that lightly. We're talking about the fastest growing industry where millionaires and billionaires are being created in the world today. And that is the cryptocurrency blockchain industry. So if you're brand new, sit tight. You're going to learn just a little bit more than you knew coming in here. And I promise you'll have enough information to make an informed decision. And I'd love to first give a special recognition to Clevie Stewart and his team. They just came on board with us. They're on fire. They're excited about what's taking place. And they have a lot of new superstars coming on board as well. I know there's a Terrence Alexander, Mac. Also, we have Heather Miller, Ivy Biddle, and Evan. So welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of people out in Philadelphia at the end of this month. We're having a special Bitcoin boot camp that I'll be flying out to. So let's go ahead and kick things off tonight. You know, I first heard about Bitcoin and crypto back in 2012, only because it went past $100 per coin. And I didn't understand what Bitcoin was. I thought it was just made up monopoly money by some nerds that live in their mom's basement playing World of Warcraft all day. I didn't know that it was something real. 2016, I couldn't ignore it anymore. It just kept going up. It was past $600 a coin. And at that point, I went ahead and made a purchase, and I purchased some of my first Bitcoin at that time. I still didn't understand it. I just knew people started making money with this. I said, you know what? I don't want to be left out. At least I could say, yeah, I got some Bitcoin if I hear people talking about it. But then it was in 2017 where things really took a turn. For me, I've been self-employed since 2012. I haven't needed to work a 9-to-5 job. The network marketing direct sell industry was very good to me, but I got burnt out. I got tired of the old grind of how many people can I have on auto ship to maintain my residual income every single month. And I wanted to go to the next level, the investing world. I wanted my money to work for me, because money never sleeps. Money doesn't talk back. Money doesn't have an attitude. Money doesn't need to be motivated. It does what it's supposed to do. And that is the true key to wealth generation, when you have your money working for you. And I kept hearing about this Bitcoin stuff. And people that I know were making a lot of money. So I started asking them questions about Bitcoin. And to my surprise, they couldn't answer my questions, even though they knew or were making a whole lot of money in it. So how are you investing 50 grand and 100 grand when you don't even know what this is all about? And their only answer was Bitcoin keeps going up. Well, I know, common sense tells you nothing just keeps going up. Nothing's 100%. You got to know what to do when the market starts to come down. So I started to do my own research. And the only place I can go was Google and YouTube. And you might think that's smart, right? Until a million hits pop up. I don't even know what questions to ask. I don't know where to begin. I don't even know if I'm getting the right information. As a matter of fact, I did a crypto talk earlier that said even Google, when you Google something, you know what pops up on Google? Who is the CEO of Bitcoin? And it says Warren Buffett. Well, if you know anything about Bitcoin, there is no CEO. It's not backed by a government or a bank or a company. But you don't know if you're getting the right information. So after 6 months of studying and trial and error, and had enough information where I felt I was strong enough and confident to go ahead and invest, I didn't have $10,000 to put down like the big boys did. I was living off my savings at this point. I had $30, $30. And I was able to flip $30 into 6 figures in less than 4 months. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you. The reason I was able to do so had nothing to do with luck, but it had everything to do with my education. I was smart enough to know where to go and read the market the right way. Education is key. Education is everything. In fact, that's my rule number one when it comes to the crypto space. I will not invest with, entertain with, or do any business with somebody who is not educated in this space or refuses to get education in this space. My research told me that two things I found out about the crypto world. That number one, it represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people. And number two, it is the greatest invention since the internet. It is going to disrupt every single technology and industry on the planet today. It is as important to humanity as the introduction of agriculture, yet at the same time, most people don't know about it. We are living on the vanguard of a new age. And if you want to not only survive, but thrive the rest of this century, this is information that you must have. It is a requirement. It is a necessity, not a luxury. But we also saw in 2017, a lot of people lost money. There were a lot of companies out there that were scams. A lot of companies that were promising 1% a day, 2% a day. Give us your Bitcoin and we're going to flip it for you. We're going to double your Bitcoin. Just let us hold on to it for you. And these companies were either outright scams, they were operating illegally, they weren't licensed and registered with the SEC, or the owners pulled exit scams and ran off with everybody's Bitcoin. And that put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, especially those who didn't fully understand crypto, that I don't know if I want to get into this space. It's too volatile. And that's a valid statement to have, a valid concern. So in 2018, we said, you know what? We are going to go back to the basics. We're going to create a company that's going to bring crypto education to the masses, bring crypto education to the world. Because with that education, it's priceless, and you can eliminate getting scammed. You can eliminate programs that are here only for the short term, that are only designed to take your money. You can make wise decisions. And that's how our company KGX came to be. The idea started in January of this year. We went into pre-launch in April, and we're still in pre-launch right now. So you were here at the beginning. But what is all this about? Well, in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the world's first global decentralized cryptocurrency. In 2009, Bitcoin's value was less than 1 penny. In 2010, Bitcoin was valued at 40 cents to the US dollar. In 2016, Bitcoin was valued at $600 to the US dollar. In 2018, Bitcoin fluctuated around $6,000 to $9,000. Right now, it's about $6,200 a coin. If you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2009, today it will be worth over $1.5 million today. Do I have your attention now? Think about this. Uber is a transportation company that owns no cars. Amazon was the world's largest retail chain that has no stores. Bitcoin goes from 0.008 cents to $9,000, and it's still rising. And it's no fun being on the outside looking in. We've all been there before. You all remember the first day you heard about Bitcoin, didn't know nothing about it. You hear about people having conversations about it. You're afraid to jump in because you don't want to show you don't know nothing about it. But you want to be involved. You know something's happening. You don't want to miss out. KGX has the solution. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer digital currency that allows two different parties or multiple parties the opportunity to do digital electronic transactions instantly from anywhere around the world without the need of a third party like a bank, Western Union, PayPal, or any of the other ones that charge you hefty fees. The transactions are instant and the fees are minimal. In fact, we had one transaction that was $191 million that got transferred instantly, and the cost was 19 cents. How much would it have cost if you sent money through the bank from country to country, that amount. Besides having to pay 3 to 4% fee, it might have taken 5 to 6 days for that transaction to happen. One Bitcoin in Japan is worth one Bitcoin in the United States. There's no government, no business, no company, no bank, no person that controls Bitcoin. It is true world anonymous currency done cryptographically. That's why it's called crypto. Is it real? Absolutely. The states of Georgia and Arizona now allow people to pay their taxes in Bitcoin. The state of California just passed a law to support blockchain technology in its businesses in the state. You have the entire country of Australia that is implementing blockchain technology in their financial sector and government. You have Nigeria that is bringing blockchain technology to their voting polls. Bitcoin was made legal in Japan. It's real. Are you too late? Absolutely not. The development of this space right now is where the internet was back in 1993, 94. How do you buy it and can you spend it? We're going to teach you how to do all that. So welcome to KGX, the Global Training Center. We are the company that is going to teach the world about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, ICOs, market trends, the blockchain. In other words, we're going to teach you how to invest your money in the fastest growing industry on the planet today. At KGX, all training is done by streaming video. You're going to learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You're going to learn how to store Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. You're going to learn how to purchase and sell with Bitcoin. You're going to learn about blockchain technology, learn how to trade cryptocurrencies, learn how ICOs work, and much, much more. All of our training is done in 3 modules: Bitcoin 101, Cryptocurrency Intermediate, and Crypto Advanced. Each module has 15 lessons, so 15 videos. At the end of the modules, you'll be given a test to make sure that you're retaining that information. Is in these 45 lessons. In fact, this is one thing I can't guarantee. Whether you are a beginner, somebody has never heard about Bitcoin, or you think you are an advanced individual, by the time you're finished with our 45 lessons, you will have enough information to be just a bit dangerous in the crypto market. You'll be able to tell what's good and what's not, what's legitimate and what's not, what's a scam and what's the real deal, which coins you should invest in and when, what other areas you should invest in as far as blockchain technology or mining. You will know multiple ways on how to make money in this space, how to open up your own exchange, put money in it, trade it, and make a profit. And the lessons don't stop there. In fact, that's where it only begins, because we are building a community. And in our community, we're going to be adding new videos monthly. We're going to have live training sessions on everything from which ICO you should get into, to how to trade on the exchanges, how to set up the exchanges, you create your wallets, everything crypto. And why we do this is because this industry is constantly changing. It is constantly evolving and growing. What you thought you knew last year is irrelevant today. So we keep up on this daily. Bitcoin age. So KGX is a group of very talented individuals that have come together to develop a simple step-by-step audio video training system that will educate the world into the crypto space. And when we say the world, we mean the world. We hired over 60 translators to translate all of our lessons in over 30 languages. We already have 7 of them done, and not just Google Translate, real translators, meaning our PDF files, our audio and video is all translated in these languages. Now, this is the foundation of KGX education. This is all we're about. We keep it simple. It is not complicated. This is our business, but we don't stop there. See, one of the things that we allow you to do is earn while you learn. But the first question you got to ask yourself is, how much does a product like this cost? You see, there's a lot of other businesses out there that is offering education platforms or something similar. I read an article today that you have Yale University and Harvard, Stanford, all the Ivy League schools are now putting their endowments into the crypto space. But who has tens of thousands of dollars to go back to school? I see some programs that charge $800. I saw a program today that's charging $10,000. You want to know what our cost is? One-time cost is $250. $250. That's it. And we're going to teach you how you can earn while you learn. For those of you who say, you know, I wish I had more resources to invest in this space. See, I don't buy Bitcoin. I earn Bitcoin. I earn it. So how is that possible? Well, we allow you to become a crypto promoter. Because if you need crypto education, don't you think people that you know around you probably also need crypto education? You can sit there and teach them everything you know, or you can let the system do it for you. So for an additional $50 for a total of $300, you're a crypto promoter, and we will pay you a referral fee for anybody that you decide to sell this course to. We have direct referral bonuses, customer acquisition bonuses, the Cryptonary, and the Cryptonary matching bonus. Our direct referral bonus is this. You sell this product to somebody, you're going to make $100. $100. Now, people ask me all the time, Brandon, I got scammed in 2017. I hear that this Bitcoin stuff is nothing but a scam. And I know it's going to take education to get around that. But what's the biggest risk that KGX has? The fact that you spent $300 for an education platform. And if you spend money, one of my models is you want to make your money back as fast as possible. So if you spent $300, what if you shared this with 3 individuals? You just made your $300 back. Now you've got all of this for free. How about that? You've eliminated your risk, so there's nothing that can say this is a scam, it's education. You eliminated your risk. You got the business for free. Here's some other ways that you can make money. Customer acquisition bonus. For every customer you sign up, not a promoter, customer for $250, you're going to get a $25 bonus. For every 10 customers, you're going to get an additional $250 bonus. We even have a Cryptonary for those of you that actually want to share with a lot of people and build a team. This is optional. This is optional. You can make a lot of money in our company without selling this to anybody or building a team. In fact, we're going to have some people who have made millions with us and never enrolling a single person. But we do have the Cryptonary. You may know it as a binary. Here's how this works. You have 2 teams, one on your left and one on your right. When you do 2 sales, you're qualified for life. Yeah, for life, just 2 sales to get paid on the Cryptonary. It's a simple 1/3, 2/3, meaning every sale represents 1 point. So for every 3 points, 1 on one side, 2 on the other, it's going to trigger a $25 bonus. We also have another promo that's called the fork, meaning if you complete a sale in that given week, we're going to double how much money you make in the Cryptonary. So instead of $25, you may make $50 or more in the Cryptonary. How about that? Double your money. So you sell to 2 people, one on your left, one on your right, you just made $200. But one of your individuals sells it to someone and they make $100, but that still falls on your team. That's 3 points. You just made an additional $25 or $50. But what happens if you do more than 2 personal sales? Well, the next sell and beyond is going to fall under the next available position on your left or your right team, thus creating spillover. So for those of you who have never heard of that term, that means you're going to get paid for work you didn't do. Everybody benefits from that point. And inevitably, you're going to have one team that grows much bigger and larger than the other. So what happens? How do you attack this? Well, if one team grows bigger than the other, guess what? Those points and money never flushes. It just continues to add up. So you start to build your other side, your weaker side, and you're qualified with a fork that's 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, all the way down. That adds up to a lot of money very, very quickly. Now, we also have individuals who they're not networkers. They don't care about recruiting anybody. They don't care about selling the product. All they want to do is use the product to learn about crypto, take that knowledge, and then go and invest and make money with it. Even take advantage of the other programs KGX has where you could just put your money in and let your money work for you without having to recruit anybody. But here's one thing I can guarantee you again, that somewhere along the line, somebody's going to come up to you and say, hey, I see you on this whole Bitcoin thing. Can you teach me about it? Now, you can sit there and spend 5 hours holding their hand, teaching them everything you know, not getting paid to do so. Or you can say, listen, let me give you a program that I use to learn everything I know. And you earn that $100 referral fee and let KGX do all the heavy lifting for you. But what if that person decides to really go to work? We have a 10% check match bonus on them, which means you're going to earn 10% on everything that person makes in the cryptonary. So if they're making $10,000 a month, guess what? You're now making $1,000 a month. Think about that. What if they make $100,000 a month? You make $10,000 a month. You might tell more people, but this is optional. And one thing to also to know is that in the cryptonary, we do have a limit, a cap. And that weekly cap is $50,000 a week. The good news is that once you reach the cap, we're going to give you a second position above your team and you can keep on building. So it's $200,000 a month, okay, and then continuing from there. That's just the cryptonary. There's no cap on the check matching, and leaders know that the real money is in the check matching. You help other people make money, you're going to make more money yourself. And with just one click, you can change your life. Now, at this point, I want to make sure you understand there's a distinction. KGX is an education platform that's going to bring crypto education to the world. However, we are in the crypto space that is always growing, always changing, always adopting, which means we are going to add more product and services that our customers can take advantage of and that our reps can earn from. And this is completely optional. You can choose not to participate in anything else KGX has to offer and just do education. But those of you who do want to go further, those of you who want to take advantage of other investments, one of the key areas we have integrated in is the mining arena. Mining. You say, what in the world is mining? Well, mining is the backbone of cryptocurrency. It is the backbone of blockchain technology. Without mining, there is no Bitcoin. And just the term mining, you should think of the gold rush. People moved out west to stake their claim in land and dig in the ground and mine for gold. Same thing happens here, only they're mining digitally. You have computers that are programmed to solve mathematical algorithms to create the block that all the data is being stored on. That is the blockchain. And the reward for doing so is cryptocurrency to the people that's doing the mining. That's how Bitcoin is generated. We are a wholesaler for a mining company, and the mining rigs that we offer is Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, and GreenX. Whoa, I heard of the others. What is that last one, GreenX? GreenX is the program that we are most excited about. GreenX. What is GreenX? Well, it is an industry disruptor. It is an altcoin. It's a company as well. You heard of YouTube, the world's largest media provider that owns no media. Uber, the world's largest taxi company that owns no taxis. Airbnb, the world's largest hotel provider that owns no hotels. You can never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. So what's the next big disruption going to be? Power. Power. We're talking about 100-year-old technology that's in need of an upgrade, trapped in a wired grid and expensive to distribute. It's time to think outside the grid. So introducing green. And when you hear green, you think, environmental friendly, solar panel type stuff. But what Green, the company, is doing is they are now digitizing electricity. They're taking it from being centralized to now being decentralized and putting it on the blockchain, but not just putting it on the blockchain, because Green is going to be there to help power the Bitcoin blockchain. We're talking about creating its own blockchain called proof of power. And we also call this solar in a box. Now, I don't have time tonight to go over the technical details on how this works, but we're talking about the next biggest disruptor, like Facebook was in 2004, Airbnb in 2008, Bitcoin and Uber in 2009, and now we've got 2018 Green, which is the world's first power company that produces no power. And Green is going to be represented by its own coin called GreenX. So if you understand how cryptocurrencies work, most of the companies out there or the coins you see on the market represent something. They represent a project. And about 60% of the coins are all going to go away. Why? Because there's no real product use for it, no real world use. Think of the dot-com era. How many fake companies popped up during that time? But then you had, and they didn't survive, but you had companies like Amazon that did. Why we're excited about Green is that it's not just an idea, that this is reality. And we're not talking about something that's a luxury. Electricity is a necessity. So it's going to be here long term. Our mission is to save, share, and give. The cost of each mining rig is $3,750 for those of you that want to buy one. Now, the first question you ask, if I buy a machine like that, how much money can I make? Well, that's all relative, because the real question is, how many coins can I receive? What's the value of the coin? And when will I decide to sell it? Because you can have two people that mined Bitcoin in 2009. One person can sell when it was at $14, and another person could sell when it was at $15,000. They mined the coins at the same time, but they got vastly different results when they decided to sell them. And you decide when you want to sell your coins for a profit. So in essence, you decide what the value and how much money you're going to make. But here's what I can tell you, that there's going to be 50 billion coins mined in total. 25 billion in the first year, and mining began on July 4th, 2018. So between July 4th, 2018 and July 4th, 2019, we're talking about 25 billion coins mined. Half of those will be mined in the first 6 months. By the end of this year, 12.5 billion coins will be mined. The next question is, how many machines are mining these coins? You cannot get the coins by buying them. You can only get them by buying a machine that produces them every month, just like Bitcoin in the early days. So imagine if there were, 3,000 machines, or by the end of this year, 10,000 machines, and you divide that by 12.5 billion coins. The next thing you ask is, the exchange at any less than 1 penny. You do the math. In other words, our machines will be generating thousands of coins a month per machine. Millionaires are going to be created. In fact, we already know for a shadow of a doubt, there's a couple of them that are already there because of this. Now, if you decide to sell the rig, I can't afford $3,750. You can earn it, because if you sell the mining rig, you're going to earn $500 commission for every sale. So if you can't afford $3,750, sell 8 machines. You just made $4,000. Plus, you're going to get 3 points in the Kryptonary. Now, rig specifications: hash rate is 12 to 14 terahertz. Power consumption is 1,300 to 1,400 watts. SHA 256 ASIC chip. Rules of purchase: maximum of 10 rigs per month per customer. That's right. We've got people out there that want to buy 50 and 100 up front. Can't allow that. We need to have these spread out. Facility, or they can be sent to you. I'd rather have mine sent to Utah. Why? I don't want to have to deal with plugging it in, programming it, maintaining it, dealing with the noise, dealing with the energy or the heat. Let them handle all that. Rigs will be paid for in advance. And when you purchase a rig, it's going to take at least 30 days before it goes online because there's a high demand. The customer owns the rig. Understand, this is not hash mining, group mining, cloud mining. Most of that is illegal in the United States. So what we do is we sell you the machine. You own the machine, which means you're going to have your own wallet, and all the coins mined go directly to you. They don't go to the company. KGX never touches your coins. So they can never run off and scam everybody and take your money. They never touch your coins. They go straight to you. You're going to be given a serial number and a certificate of authenticity. There's a no refund policy and purchase with Bitcoin only. As a disclaimer, KGX is a wholesaler. No income claims can be made on mining results. What we can do is show you how many coins that are being mined. Just wait till we make that public. All coins are paid directly to the owner. KGX is not responsible for maintenance of the rig. Green does all that. Customers to read and agree to all documents before making a purchase. Customer agrees in advance that KGX LLC is not responsible for results. And please review all policies, and especially the no refund policy. Welcome to the world of mining, where you own the mining rig. And then we take it a step even further. We're not here to be a 6-month fly-by-night company. The company's registered in the United States. The owners are in the United States, not in Dubai, Belize, or Russia somewhere. We have hired Thompson & Burton LLC as our law consultant. We have a SEC compliant law firm on staff as well. We even have a direct selling and compliance advisor within Troy Dooley on staff. We want to make sure that this is a long-term company, that when you go to sleep at night and you wake up tomorrow, the company is still here. And the company has put its own very own standardized training system within the company, so that we have everybody, no matter where you are in the world, has access to top-notch training to help you to build your business and your team if you choose to do so. We call it the KGX Edge. We understand why so many people fail. And a lot of it is because not only did the company fail, but then they try to make up for the company's failure and fail again. The biggest problem is that there's no duplication taking place. And why is that important? Well, when you start making money, we want you to enjoy it. Go take a vacation. Take off 6 months. And when you come back, your business is still there and growing. That's the entire point. So we're going to offer you hands-on support, just like a franchise, so that your team members are getting top-notch training and education without your direct involvement. Complete duplication, because it's about the system and not about you. As an income disclaimer, since we are still in pre-launch, we have minimum data that we can share right now. We allow no income claims, because what gets a lot of companies in trouble, even if true, is members going out there showing off their back office, showing how much they've made. That's called enticement. We won't allow that. It depends on you. Your hard work, dedication, belief, passion, commitment, persistence, leadership, and a little bit of luck. And one thing that I tell people at this point, besides, get back to the person who is sharing this with you. Let them know whether you're in or out. Like I said, I wanted to give a special shout out to Mr. Stewart and his team. They just joined us and they're doing a phenomenal job. He was telling me about some superstars that he has that's looking at us right now: Terrence Alexander, Mac, Heather Miller, Ivy Biddle, and Evan. I'm coming to Philadelphia at the end of this month to do a Bitcoin boot camp. Looking forward to working with you guys. So anybody that comes on board, great. If you decide that this is not for you, that's okay as well. But I can't say that old saying that sad fact. Participate in it, and it's your choice. And if you decide to wait, you're going to wake up one morning and as you're driving to work, you're going to see Bitcoin ATM machines all over the place. You're going to stop off to get your Starbucks and realize that they now accept crypto payments. And what's worse, you're going to go into your job and the boss is going to say, we are now paying your salary in Bitcoin. This company is not designed to take you from anything that you're currently doing. If you're part of any other network marketing companies, you can stay there. We're not in competition. All we're doing is showing you what to do with your money once you make it. That's where network marketing fails. I've been there. I've made $1 million in network marketing. They didn't teach me how to invest it. They didn't teach me how to keep it, how to live off of it and not live the life. You know what I'm talking about? The big house and the cars and everything, the vacations. Then all of a sudden, 50% of your team your money work for you. And because the blockchain is going to disrupt every single industry, even if you say no, your company is going to call you in one day and say, we're now accepting all payments in Bitcoin and we're paying all commissions in cryptocurrency in Bitcoin. And now you're going to be a consumer of it rather than making money from it. That's what we're about. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The next presentation is going to be on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, because we do that for our European people. It's the evening time for them. We also do a quick start training. Get back with the person who invited you. Let's get you started. This is a simple program that's not too scary. It's going to hold your hand, walk you through it every step of the way. But at the same time, you're going to be able to earn a lot of money, as our members have already been doing. And you're at the very beginning. So with that, thank you for listening in. This was recorded so that you can get it out to anybody that was not able to be on. My name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles. God bless. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
CryptoGenX.